From the 1930s through the 1960s, Dorothy Toy was known as the Asian Ginger Rogers. With her partner Paul Wing, they rose to fame, appearing in Hollywood films, on Broadway, and even on The Ed Sullivan Show. But now at 101 years old, it's considered a good day for Dorothy to be out of bed by 2 in the afternoon. The last few years have not been kind. She has broken each of her hips and was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
It's been heartbreaking. She was a phenomenal dancer, and to see her go through the last 4 years, to see her decline, has been probably the toughest thing about this caregiving, to see her deteriorate.
As her only daughter, Dorlie was close to her mother growing up, even appearing in her shows. But the decision to come back home 4 years ago to be her caregiver, after living in Paris for almost 20 years, was not easy.
And it was something that I never thought I could do, because my mother and I have had so many conflicts over the years, mother-daughter issues, and I didn't think I could live with her again, let alone take care of her. And I didn't know anything about dementia.
She would soon find out.
When she first asked me who I was, it was a shock, because I thought she was joking with me. But then it happened quite often, and then it really alarmed me. She started having these conniption fits, these outbursts that were aggressive and violent, and she would just be screaming, and I would be serving her dinner, and then she would start going into these conniption fits, and I didn't know what had happened. I didn't know what triggered it.
She learned to cope by dealing with her mother on her terms.
I just had to be more flexible. I had to be in the moment. I have to live in the present with her. I cannot just anticipate something else, having to go out at a certain hour and trying to rush her through whatever I was doing with her, personal hygiene or whatever, dressing her. I have to just take my time and be in her moment and be in sync with her. So that has helped a great deal.
Hiring Japanese-speaking caregivers has also been a big help.
Because my mother's first language was Japanese, and when they speak to her in Japanese, I think she understands a lot more than when I speak to her in English. A lot of times she can't follow conversation, but when they speak to her and they ask her to do something in Japanese, it's much easier.
Having help has allowed Dorothy some much-needed me time to take dance classes or go to the theater. She came to realize she can't do it by herself.
So the support groups were really important. Talking to people, just my friends who would come over and see me and just give me a massage or just help me through a difficult moment, and just say, Dorlie, after tonight, just take a nice shower and just wipe it all off. Just, take all, and get rid of all that, and just be able to think about yourself.
The last 4 years have not been easy for Dorlie, but she says the experience has changed her for the better by making her more patient and understanding.
There are high and low moments in every day, and you try to hold on to the high moments. I can just sit in a room now with my mother and can just be really quiet with her. She could be, stressed about something, or I could see her frustration, and I'll just take her hand now and squeeze it, and she'll squeeze it back, and she'll just look at me, and then all that frustration just dissipates, and she looks so peaceful and happy, and that's worth everything to me.